Yo, what's going on guys? HyperX here. Welcome back to another video for Elden Ring. And in this one, I wanted to put together a handy guide on where you can find 8 Ashes of War very early in the game, within the first area of the map, within Limgrave. These are items that of course you can use to grant your weapons with skills. Basically, some of them are more powerful than others, but they are effectively the fancy weapon arts that you have seen from some of the promotional material, some of the closed network coverage, and there are loads of them in game. Some of them are incredible, but in this video, I want to focus on 8 ones that you can get super early, pretty much as soon as you are able to explore Limgrave. You could go and pursue these. So if you guys do find this helpful, a like would be super appreciated. Any questions, let me know in the comments down below. If you found any cool ones yourself, also let me know. And be sure to keep it locked because we've got plenty more Elden Ring coverage coming your way. Now, to begin with, the very first one we are focusing on is Wild Strikes. This one is a move where you swing your armament with Wild Abandon, you hold to continue swinging, and it can be followed up with a normal or a strong attack. In order to get this one, you want to turn your attention towards Stormhill Castle. You do not need to go into the castle, you just need to go up from Stormhill Shack, between the sort of next one, the Castlewood Tunnel, and basically on that pathway as you go, you will find what I like to call the treasure dung beetles, the scarabs. Basically, a lot of the time, Ashes of War will come from these. You need to jump down and you need to defeat them. Keep in mind, they will run away, and if you leave them for too long, they will despawn, so make sure you get them. They're not really too strong, but they can sometimes spawn near enemies. But either way, destroy that one, you'll find it located here, and you will then get the Wild Strikes, which looks a little something like this. Moving on from there to number 2, Determination. This is a knightly skill. You hold the flat of the armament to your face and you pledge your resolve, powering up your next attack. In order to get this one, easiest thing is to go from the Agheel Lake North Site of Grace, just by the telescope, and basically the bridge that you can cross over, where at night there is of course an enemy on a horse, but basically go towards this bridge, and on the left hand side where there is sort of like the little campfire with some of the enemies, there will be your next treasure dung beetle. Again, kill that and you will get the Determination Ash of War. Moving on from there to number 3, Mighty Shot, which conveniently is on your bow by default if you select the Samurai. But this is an Ash of War designed for bows. It's an archery skill performed from an oblique stance. Ready the bow, then pull the bowstring to its limit to enhance the power of the shot, penetrating the enemy's guard. This is actually quite powerful. You can of course use this with different ammo types, and I have used this to inflict some pretty meaty damage. This one is a little bit further south, still within Limgrave, but you'll need to go south of the border, basically outside where you would have gone in the closed network test. But you basically want to go down to where you see here, just after you've crossed the bridge. You basically follow the pathway. A lot of these ones are invariably on pathways, and around about here is where you'll find the next treasure dung beetle. Collect that, and you have Mighty Shot. Number 4 this time is Stormcaller, one of the skills that channels the Tempest of the Stormveil, spin armaments to create surrounding storm winds. Repeated inputs allow for up to 2 follow attacks. For this one, you are going to need to go into Stormveil Castle, actually quite deep. You basically need to go to the Site of Grace just before the final boss room, and basically in this little sort of area you see here, you effectively run down a slope. There's lots of sort of like derelict bricks, and in that slope, in that sort of little pathway towards the Site of Grace, is the next treasure dung beetle. And this is Stormcaller. The next one is actually pretty cool. This one actually comes from a battle, not a boss, just an enemy, but not a treasure dung beetle this time. Bloody Slash is a Blood Oath skill granted by the Lord of Blood. From a low stance, you coat your blade in your own blood to unleash a rending blood slash in a wide arc. For this one, you need to go to Fort Height, which of course is in the sort of bottom right-hand corner area of the top Limgrave map. You can see that located over here. And in order to get here, you basically need to run through the castle. I'll give you guys a chance to sort of see the clean run. I actually did this without basically fighting any enemies, so you can just jump up on your horse and basically bypass most things and just sprint your way to the top. But what you basically need to do is get to the very top of the castle, and up there is a knight. You need to defeat him because he is the one that has the art. In fact, he'll often use it against you in the battle, but once you kill him, you will get Bloody Slash. For the next one, we have Unsheath, one of my favourite weapon arts. Of course, this is one that comes by default on the katana. It is also only 4 katanas. It's a skill of the swordsman from the land of reeds. You sheath your blade, holding it at the hip in a composed stance, and you then follow up with a normal or a strong attack to perform a swift slash. I've used this quite a lot on bosses. It is a very powerful attack, but if you want to get it for yourself, again, you need to use this on katanas. But if you go over to the Agil Lake South Site of Grace, or this area you see over here, and just set a waypointer to just about here, basically run down to where the crabs are, so of course do be mindful, they can spawn, but you'll find another treasure dung beetle, and that will give you Unsheath. Then moving on to number 7, Sacred Blade. This one grants the armament's attack Holy Essence, and it fires off a golden blade projectile, which looks kind of like Guile's attack from Street Fighter. The armament also retains its Holy Essence for a little while. In order to get this one, you want to go to the location you see marked on your map right now. It is just to the sort of right of the Summonwater Village outskirts, but again, if you haven't got that waypointer, just look at where I am on the map right now. You want to head down here, and just up from sort of the lake itself, there is your next treasure dung beetle, and this is Sacred Blade. And then finally for the last one, this is hilarious. This is Ground Slam, basically just jumping and putting your butt on the enemies. Jump up high into the air and crash down to the ground ahead. The resulting pratfall sends a powerful shockwave in all directions. For this one, you want to go over to near the tree in sort of the woods you see over here. And this one isn't exactly on a path, but as you can see, this is basically where I'm located right now. Again, don't forget that anytime you're looking for treasure dung beetles, they do have a very obvious audio cue, so listen out for them. But this is where you want to go, destroy this one, and you will get Ground Slam. But that, my friends, is pretty much it. That's a quick little rundown on 8 very easy Ash of Wars you can get early on in the game, so hopefully you found that helpful. If you find any more, or there's any more you want to know about, by all means let me know. We will be doing more videos like this, so if you guys want to find out more about Elden Ring, definitely keep it locked. In the meantime, if you want some more tips to help you on your journey, definitely check out this video for more.